What's up, everyone? Welcome back to King Anime Review, and for this video, I'll be reviewing episode 83 of Attack on Titan, titled Pride. Now, this is my first Attack on Titan review on the channel, and I do plan on doing Attack on Titan reviews moving forward, because now I have Sundays off. I just changed my schedule, so now I have Sundays off. So I should be able to review Attack on Titan on Sundays and the new Boruto episodes on Sundays. So that's what I do plan on doing in the future. So anyways, Attack on Titan episode 83, Pride, it started off with Hanji killing one of the, she actually killed a couple of her pursuers from the Survey Corps who were looking for her and Levi. And then she was thinking to herself, and she was talking out loud as well about what her and Levi was going to do, what their next move was going to be now that they're in the current situation that they're in. And, Eren is, in control and all that. And yeah, and then they basically decided to approach Peak and the Marlians to set up a deal, or to basically try to work with them. And the only way that they will work with them is if they capture Yelena. So yeah, that's what happened with that. Then we had the epic opening, rumbling, and then characters like Mikasa and Jean sleeping, or they were getting ready to go to, or they couldn't actually sleep because the rumbling was so loud, but they were laying in their beds and stuff. And everybody, like, it seemed like a lot of people was depressed in this episode, because they got to make a decision, and they can either, just let things, accept the fact that Eren is trying to save them specifically, but he is also, killing, he's trying to do so by killing other people. So they can either accept that, or they can, fight against Eren and in an attempt to save the world. Now then we had Connie. Falco was asleep, and Connie was thinking to himself, and then he eventually started yelling out loud, or talking out loud, acting like Sasha. Would Sasha understand what he's going through? Because he feels like nobody really understands him besides Sasha. But he was talking to Armin, and this episode, it was very well written, to be honest. He was talking to, like, in the previous episode, he was talking to Armin about how Armin ate Berto, and how he's doing. He's no different, pretty much. That he's willing to, like, sacrifice Falco for the sake of his mom. So then he was trying to trick Falco into basically getting eaten by his mom. He said, "Let's go brush let's brush these Titan teeth," or whatever, the Titan teeth of his mom. And he's trying to trick Falco into into basically falling into his, or he's trying to get Falco to fall into his mom's mouth so she can eat him and gain the Titan shifter powers, because Falco did eat the Jaws Titan. And yeah, so eventually what happened was Gabby and Armin came and basically tried to talk him out of it. And then, Coney wasn't he wasn't listening to him, and so he's going to take Falco anyways. And then Armin basically, he was about to sacrifice himself. He was about to sacrifice himself, and in order to, turn Coney's mom back into a human, because he has the Titan shifter powers as well of the Colossal Titan, and he's about to, jump into Coney's mom's mouth. And then Coney saved Armin at the last second before he could do that. And then Coney, basically realized what he was doing was wrong, and he was like, and that's when they decided to basically fight against Eren, and because he wanted to make his mom proud or whatever. Then Mikasa went to get her scarf back, and she had a conversation with that girl who admires her or whatever. And then we had Flock giving a speech to the Eldians. And it seemed like Jean was on his side during that. And then we also had Armin and Coney and Armin, Coney, Gabby, and Falco. They met up with Annie, and then Annie decided to help them and go, help them save the world. And then we had a scene where Yelena and Unyakapon was about to get executed. Yelena wasn't saying anything that whole time. And while they were basically talking about her crimes and stuff, and how she, she supports Zeke and all that, and she refuses to go along with their plans or whatever. She tried to euthanize them or whatever, and then Unyankapo, he gave a whole speech about how these guys were like how he was just helping the Eldians be like, because he wanted to take down Marley together with the Eldians, and he was trying to help them because he wanted to also free his people and help the Eldians, and how they turned to how they basically turned their back on him, and how they're xenophobic and they're okay with the whole world being wiped out besides their island, and including his family and stuff like that. And yeah, Unyankapo, to be honest, he's a really nice character. Like he's up there in terms of my favorite Attack on Titan characters. I might do a tier list in the future for my favorite Attack on Titan characters. But Unyankapo is a very cool character to me. And yeah, he was like, what he was saying was true. These guys were okay with everybody else being wiped out aside from the people living on their island. So that was the case with that. And then what happened was Levi, Hanji, Peak, and that commander from Marley, they came and they took Jean, Yelena, and Unyankapo, and it was revealed that that whole thing was planned. So Jean was working with them that whole that whole thing was planned out. Jean was working with them that whole time, and yeah, and then towards the end of the episode, everybody was getting ready to. Everybody was getting ready to go fight Eren, and the episode had I love the way I like the way the episode ended with that shot. It was so cool with everybody with Connie and Mikasa, Armin, and Annie, and how they were all talking about how they were gonna go save the world. And after that woke Reiner up. Reiner, he always wanted to be remembered as a hero. To me, Reiner is one of the worst Attack on Titan characters there is. The guy's nowhere near a hero. But anyways, yeah. It was cool the way they ended the episode off. And overall, the episode was really well written. Very well written episode. Connie got some, pretty good character development, realizing that what he was doing was wrong and stuff like that. And yeah, I like seeing everybody come to actually start putting their plans in motion about saving the world. They could have just accepted what Eren was doing, because they would have been saved regardless. They could have. Now, you could argue that maybe there might be conflict with other nations if Eren's plan wasn't successful. Like there might be problems in the far future with other nations, but there could also be problems with just in the future in general. Like even if they were the only ones left alive, even if that island, Paradise, was the only island left, the only place where it was people at, there could have still been conflict anyway. Either way. That's why Armin was trying to basically prevent. He told Gabby in the episode right before he was trying to sacrifice himself for Connie's mom. He told Gabby, please forgive Connie, because he didn't want no fighting to be going on the island. And at that point, he was thinking that it might be possible that island might be the only place left. So he didn't want no fighting going on that island. And he also didn't think he was. He also was kind of doubting, like he basically said in the past couple episodes he's been thinking that Captain Erwin was more worthy of getting the Colossal Titan. But yeah, everything in this episode was pretty well written. It was a pretty cool episode, and I really enjoyed it. So in terms of story, I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. It was a fantastic episode. In terms of art, 10 out of 10. Didn't notice any problems with the art. And in terms of animation, 10 out of 10. Didn't notice any problems with the animation. So overall, this was a 10 out of 10 episode of Attack on Titan. A very great episode, and I can't wait for the next one. And yeah, it was just really great. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, please drop a like. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing and clicking that channel notification bell to be notified on all of my future videos, and share the video all over the internet. And with that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.